Hello everyone and welcome to alttutorials.com. So previously we have covered up all the basic concepts of C++. So basically we ended up till pointers. Now we are proceeding with the most of the important functions of C++, that is a function. Okay, so let's start because I just want to teach you in my IDE only. So let's open first of all, let's open new file, and I'm pressing here shift and F1 in order to open Turbo Helmet text. Now let's search functions. Now you can check out here because we are learning and using this IDE, so we can take help from this. Basically, what is a function? Turbo C++ runtime library function by name. Basically, function is anything or basically a group of okay, let me start from here. Let me include two of the most important header files, that are istream.h and second one is conio.h. So moving forward, we always use this word, or this is void main. We are always writing this. Basically, this is also a function. We always try to run anything, we always try to code anything and try to get its output. This is basically worked on functions. All the C++ programs must have one important function, that is a main function, that we always open up at the starting of code after just including the header files. So main, void main. Main is also a function, but we never tried or looked up into that. But now as we are starting functions, we have to take care of it. Main is a function, so let's open again it, functions. Okay, so functions are basically of two types. First, user predefined functions in C++, that is our C++ library. Let's open the Turbo C++ folder, which is created as soon as you install the DOSBox or Turbo C++. Where it is here. So let's open its bin. This is basically wherever we save any of the code, it is stored here. So this is library, lib. This is library of C++. So basically, whenever you try to include any file like math.h, this is math.l.library. This is a library file in which we always try to, whenever we call a function like main function and any other function, we just use some of the, like we use here clear screen. This is also a function, and one more which we are gradually using in all of the programs, that is getch. This is also a function. How we differentiate what is a function and what is not a function? Whenever there are two, one opening bracket and one closing bracket, then we can check out that it is a function. So in order to check functions, you can just open include file and like istream. Let's open this file. This is basically header file, but okay, I'm so sorry, it will be opened in code blocks. It's my default program IDE for opening header files, so it will take time, no issue. So now directly let's come to it again, or enter. Oh god, it's opened up. See here, here it is defined istream because it is a istream header file. Now as soon as we go down, these all functions are declared here, long, character, integer. You can check out all the data types are here, and if you want to visualize it, you can just try opening it in such in IDEs like this one, the code blocks or the Sublime Text or any of the IDEs like NetBeans, etc. So let's go directly and start having functions. Okay, so Now what is a format or what is a syntax of a function? So if you want to declare a function, first of all it's type, and after that function name, and after that we have to open and close brackets. And if you want to include anything like integer a and integer b, this is basically parameters. So a function have three basic things, that is a type, a function name, and parameters. So and you can check out main is also having the all the three of the qualities. A void is the type of this function, it do not return anything. Main is the name of main function because it must be included in a C++ program. And opening bracket and closing bracket, it is having all the three parameters, that's why it's a function. But if I write inside it integer and integer, is it correct? No. If I do like this, is it correct now? Yes. And previously also it is also correct because function always take the types of parameters, not the names of parameters. So I'll just tell you later in the next video about the call by reference and call by value processes. But now we are just trying to learn what is function and how to create it. So let's start with some of the easy functions, so that we can have a great command on C++ functions. First of all, clear screen and get ch. As soon as we end this code, maybe you all have some greatness that you are able to use functions. Now using a function, it basically includes two steps. If you declare a function like, okay, I just want to return a value, so I'm declaring a function as integer sum, and I'm taking here values integer and integer. Okay, let's give them a name also because it's not looking good without name. So I'm just declaring a local variable here c, and I'm just adding c is equal to a plus b. Okay, now I'm closing it, and I used integer as a return type, so I can return the value of c. Okay, now as soon as I declared c and it given the output of c as a plus b, but from where we can get this a and b, we can get it from this main function. So here let's declare two of the local variables like x and y, and okay, now give it a value like x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 7. Okay, now I have to just call the function. In order to call the function, you have to just write its name and open the braces and just give it a copy, because a have to take a value and b have to take a value from the sum function declared in main. So I just give it value of x and y. Okay, so here now cout and result is okay. Here it is returning the value as c. So see, will it work? Let's try, because I already told you this is a hit and trial. So let's compile this code. It is showing one error, undefined symbol c. So what is this? C, we cannot define any c here, so we can just directly give it sum x and y. Now will it work? No, I guess no. Now compile it, we are again having a error here. So I just called the function sum x comma y, but it is showing something error. Why is this happening? Basically because it's a syntax of cout. Now let's compile it again. It is compiled successfully. Now let's try to run it. Result is 12. It is directly saying result is 12. If you want to delete this, you can do it, no issue. Result is 12. Why the result is 12 now? Basically, x is declared as 5 here, y is declared as 7 here, and I'm just passing the value of x and y through the same name of function, because name of functions must be same here. So you can check out sum is the name of both the functions. This is function is declared outside the void main function, and we just called the main sum in the main function again with the value of x and y. So x is defined as 5 here and y is declared with 7 value here. So this y x, as soon as this x is basically the value of a, because this x is the subtype of some function, or basically these are parameters of the some function which is declared in main. So a copies the value of x and b copies the value of y, and here I declared it as a local variable. That's why as soon as we printed out c, then it is showing an error. So c just took the value of a plus b and returned c. But if I try to print c instead of it will not work. You can check out here undefined symbol cy, because it is declared locally to this sum variable. But if I do like this, if I declare it globally, then try to run it, you can check out result is 0. Why? We returned here c, a plus b as c, but it returned a 0 because c is a local variable and c is basically the value of some function. But as soon as we printed c, it will not work. So we never declare or we never return any of the value from a function. We always return a value of the function within the same function, and later on, as soon as we call it in main function, then we usually call the whole function. Okay, so this is basically what I want to teach you, and this is what a function means. Now we declared here before the main function, so basically this is a top down approach, means the function is declared top of the main. So if I want to cut it and let's just paste it down, what will happen now? Let's try. Let's compile it. It is showing one error. Some have a prototype. Why? Because main function, execution always start from main function. So clear screen, and integer x and y is declared. As soon as I called this sum function x and y, it just went up to the main and searched for anything named as sum, but it didn't found anything. That's why it is showing an error. Sum must have a prototype, because sum is already a predefined function. You can check out here sum. It is not given here, but it is available in math.h. You can check out. If I name this as SUMA, now let's compile it. It is again showing error because top down approach always work, but this bottom up approach do not work in case of functions. So as soon as if you want to use any function, do declare it before the main, that is at the top of main. So oh my god, just a minute, let me reopen it. So this is basically what a function means. Now if you want to take values from user for x and y, you can also do that also. So enter the value of x, and here we can take it using c in x, and again enter the value of y, and you can again take the value of y from user. Now what happened? Now let's run this code again. Oh my god, I have to give it a bottom up approach. just a minute, let me cut this code and let me paste it out here. Now it's working fine. So now let's run it again. Enter the value of x as 10 and enter the value of y as 10. It gives the result of 20. So this is basically what a function means and what a function, how a function works. So you always enjoy using functions, because our basic motto is, what is the basic motto of object oriented programming? Object oriented programming basically needs or means we have to minimize the code in we have to minimize the code in main function, so that our compiler will be more effective and a compiler will run the code easily and more perfectly. Now let's do it again, something different. We declared a sum function. We just copy this code and let it paste here. So, and I just change the name of this function as subtract, and here, but before that I just want to show you one thing. Now great. So here, if I get this name off, that is a and b off, and just here, just a minute. Okay, now it's fine. Now if I try to compile this code, it is showing two error, undefined symbol a and b. Why this happened? Because integer x and y are defined. If I do like this, okay, you know this thing, integer x and y are defined as integer functions, but a and b are undefined symbols. That's okay. If I declare it like this, will it work? I don't think so. Let's try hit and trial again. Now let's run it. Expression syntax error, because we have to provide a name here, but as soon as I provide a name here, this will again show an error. That is okay, what is showing? Okay, I'm unable to do it, no issue, just ignore all these things. So let's make our code or bring our code to the previous state and just oh my god, it's not copying. I just want to copy this code and paste it here, and now what I want to do, I just want to change its name at subtract, and here same will be the same, but I just give it a minus here. Now what will happen here? Will it work? Let's try it again. Just let's edit this thing. Oh my god. Okay, sum is, now it's okay. So here cout difference is, now I just declare here subtract x comma y. Now let's compile. It is compiled successfully without any error, without any warning. Now let's run. Enter the value of x and y. I just will enter the value as 5 and 4. You can check out, sum is 9 and difference is 1. It worked perfectly. Now one or two things I just want to ask from you all to think of yourself. You can check out. Here I declared a as integer. Here I declared b as integer. And same is the case here. I declared a as integer and b as integer. Now what will happen? Basically these a and b are locally declared to their local functions, that is sum and subtract, and as soon as I call these functions in the main, it just took the value of x and y Okay, let's start. As the compiler reads the code, integer x and y is declared, it's done. C out, enter the value of x, it's shown the user, and it took the value from user, same here. And as soon as it reaches this code sum, the control went to the sum statement because it searched for the same name sum, and here also sum. It all just ran and returned a value of c and printed it. But as soon as subtract code is sub function is called, it just searched for it with a top down approach for the subtract function and just return the value of c that is printed here. You can just make it like same. If you want to make a multiply function, you can just do it in the same manner, just to change with a change in symbol or the operator. So I have to copy this and I have to paste this, and here let's edit this thing. Multiplication is, and here I have to change its name, multiply. Now if I run it again and just give it 10 and 9, you can check out sum is 19, difference is 1, multiplication is 90. So we just have a short code and perform three of the functions, three of the basic functions that our calculators do. So you can just make a calculator using this, and this is your self task. You can just try using functions in order to create a simple calculator. What is this happening? Damn it. So you can just use these functions in order to create a simple calculator. It will over strengthen your powers or your abilities to code also. So if you want to create a divide function also, you can just do it. So this is basically what a function means, and that's all for this first function class. And in the next tutorial I'll give you a brief discussion over call by reference and call by value, and basically we will also learn about the function overloading, or if two functions have the same name, how the compiler will differentiate each of them, how the compiler will manipulate everything. We will learn about all these in next tutorial. But till now, keep coding and enjoy the functions and enjoy the coding world, programming world, and be a awesome guy. So be happy and keep coding. Take care. Like, subscribe, and comment on my video so that I can share my views and share your views also in order to improve my videos and the matter I'm giving to you. So I just want to improve it. So keep supporting, guys. Take care.